So today is day 3 of my recovery from depression, and today I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm feeling, woke up at first, had a really bad headache, and, I was just, had a good night with my girlfriend last night. It was our last night together, living here in our apartment, and she won't be staying here anymore. I'll be here until the end of the month before I move in with my mom. But I guess this is kind of our separation day, and I'm feeling really overwhelmed by it, to be honest. And you know, um, just I don't know, kind of feeling down today, to be honest. And I'm doing my best not to let the thoughts overpower me and become the victim. I got things going on in my mind like, well, who's this guy that's coming to help her move? He knows the new place where she lives and I don't. So, what kind of relationship is that going to be, or, stuff like that. And I just have to block out all those thoughts. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if we're going to, um, it's really dependent on if I can turn my life around and recover from this. And also, um, it really depends on other things that I can't control, what might happen and whether we'll ever be together again. I don't know for sure. She could fall in love with someone else, and she's always dancing, and that's something that she loves to do. And there's men there, and I can't control that, and so I just have to, kind of, be okay with that. I've got to accept that this may be it. I hope it's not. I really love her and hope that I can turn things around, work on myself, and get my own life back in order, and then we can give this another shot. But there's also those fears and things talking of maybe she'll meet someone else and fall in love, and then I'll never be with her again. So that's kind of how I'm feeling today. Just being overwhelmed by our last night together, and we had a good night. We watched a movie called What Dreams May Come. That's my favorite movie. I wanted to watch that with her because that's kind of how. I don't know if you've seen the movie, but if you've seen it, it's kind of like losing yourself, in life. They lost themselves. His wife lost herself in losing her kids and then losing him, and um, she committed suicide, and then she's in hell because hell is like being lost in your own mind in that movie. It's like you're incapable of accepting reality and knowing what's really going on, and you're just in total denial and stuck in that victim mentality, kind of just like depression is. It just overwhelms you with the feelings of guilt and hopelessness, and it just tears your life apart, and to the point where you're just stuck. But in that movie, the reason why I wanted to watch it with her is that you know in a way she kind of woke me up when I saw uh, you know how much she loved me in her tears and pain that I was causing her. And it kind of woke me up and made me realize that you know I hurt her and it wasn't the other way around, and I was just being a big victim for the last 4 years, and expecting her to walk on eggshells and just do everything to treat me exactly the way I wanted to be treated. And she really went through a lot just being with me that I'd never realized before until just the other day. And so I wanted to watch that movie with her and let her know that she's that person that was able to get through to me and kind of wake me up to at least be able to see what's happened to my life, how I destroyed my life, and that she wasn't the one that did it. And in the movie, they have this thing they call like the D Day, their double D Day, where it's like decision and divorce. And he finally feels like he needs to let her go so that she can recover with her life, and that's kind of what we're what we're going through right now. You know, she needs to let me go, and I need to let her go so she can be happy and not be brought down by what I'm dealing with every day, my depression, being overwhelmed, and you know, all the stress and everything that's I've been taking out on her. So anyway, today I'm feeling really overwhelmed, but I wanted to make this video anyway because I'm committed to doing this. Um, you know, like normally I probably would have just gone back to bed for the whole day and not done anything and just felt sorry for myself and just let those thoughts of, you know, who's this guy coming to help her move, and you know, he knows where she lives, I don't, she doesn't want to tell me. You know, and just like that victim mentality wants to take over, but I'm not going to let it. So just wanted to share my thoughts for today, and you know, try to make something productive happen today, even though I'm feeling really overwhelmed and sad, and just, you know, all that unknowing. I'm thinking a lot about whether I should do bankruptcy or not too. You know, I'm down to where I went to the vet yesterday and had to pick up my dog's medication, and I gave them 3 different credit cards, and all 3 were declined. And then finally I dug one out of my wallet that worked to cover her medication. It was embarrassing and humiliating, and I was thinking on the way home, normally I probably would have become angry and lashed out at my girlfriend. You know, if you hadn't racked up all this debt on my credit cards, then I'd be able to pay this and not have to worry about it. This is the first time ever in my life that a credit card has been declined. You know, it's like all those things that the victim wanted to say, then just realizing that no, you gave her the credit cards. You know, you told her not to get a job. You told her that your business was going to get off the ground. You told her that you were going to make things happen, and you know, it's only a matter of time until everything is just great and we don't have to worry about money and I'll pay all this debt off. You told her that. You're the one that did all this to yourself. So now you can't blame her for using your credit cards to pay for the groceries and everything that you both needed, and you know, it's not her fault. And for the first time in like 4 years, I could not be angry at her for my financial, you know, worries, or you know, even to the point where my credit cards don't work anymore and they get declined, and I'm in the, you know, veterinary clinic humiliated and embarrassed. It's not her fault, it's mine. So that's you know, first time I've really snapped out of this victim mentality, and I feel like that's a really good first step to, you know, you can't really take control of your own life until you admit to yourself that you're responsible for everything that happens in your own life, and it's no one else's fault. So you know, probably the most empowering thing I've said to myself in the last 4 years is, this is my fault and I did this to myself. No one did this to me. And you know, if I can screw up my life as bad as I did, then you know, I'm the one that's, and the only one that's capable of turning it around. And so that's what I'm going to do, starting with this video. You know, making a video every day about my recovery and what I'm doing to turn my life around. So thanks for watching.